Crazy indeed. And whoop, we are live. Okay, we're back. It's been a month.
We are live.
Well, where do we live on Twitch right now? Oh my god.
My god.
Oh.
Can you believe?
Can you believe?
Well, what are we going crazy?
Guess the fruit. Oh my god, no. Guess the fruit, everybody.
Mango.
Pineapple.
Oh man, we
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Got it. A very anti-marriage fruit. Go on, figure it out. There we
Cantaloupe
go.
without a husband.
Cantaloupe, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yes. It is 9 p.m. Also, fuck it, if anybody's... At the end of this, we'll see how quickly we wrap up. Forge of Lore is live right now, so we might get raided or we might raid them. Everybody just prepare yourself for that.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Who's to say? But yes, we are back after a long hiatus because everybody got sick and work got bad for literally everybody. So we are very happy. Let's go. No, but we are back in this fantasy world, hoping to relax and have a very relaxing time. So it's currently it's 9 p.m. We're starting wicked late tonight. Is there anything we want to talk about before we hop right in?
Can I get a little political?
No. No, you...
Sure.
Depending on what? What is it?
Oh, I'm just, never. I don't have the spirit for it. I'm sorry.
I don't even. That was one of the.
No, come on.
Come on.
The moment that you said, okay, what's up?
And the genocide in Gaza.
Yes,
Please,
obviously,
yes.
We are strong.
Here's your
That's
local representative.
Yes.
And tell them that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Moss, get ready for one of the wildest tone shifts you've ever experienced. Going from free Palestine to free Palestine. So. Okay, you're lagging.
Real quick, if I might bounce off of that real quick.
What's up?
Oh. No!
Yep, there she goes.
Am I good?
Nope, not even a little bit.
How about now?
Nope.
How about now?
Nope.
How about now?
Oh.
Okay, you're back. You're back. What's up?
I think so.
Okay. Just bouncing off of reaching out to representatives, I got a letter from one of my representatives in response to the many emails I sent him. I did, and it was
hell yeah.
No, it was badly written.
Damn
it was terribly written.
Fuck.
It's like, thank you for reaching out, but also these are my beliefs. Ergo, I did not listen to a thing you said. I have a picture. I'll send it in chat later. But it was terribly written.
I am okay. I'll be very honest here. Like it's fucking crazy to me. Well, because I remember I think we already talked about this a little bit before, where it's like we're not gonna get super political on rulebook optional. If you are pro genocide, get the fuck out of our chat. Like, let's be honest. If one of your political beliefs is not having empathy, you're a fucking monster and you need to go to therapy. Number one. Number two, the fact that we elect representatives who straight up do not represent the popular beliefs of the citizens is disgusting. That is crazy to me. Being like, hey, I've heard all of my supporting civilians, my supporting voters talk to me. I'm not gonna listen to them, and I'm gonna do me. I'm in my bad girl era or something.
I'm gonna live my bliss.
Exactly.
Gosh.
Fucking nuts.
Fucking John Fetterman ignored a bunch of climate activists.
Yeah, let me tell you that. Let me tell you something. I was a big John Fetterman guy, and then John Fetterman seemingly shot every single one of his supporters in the foot. It is like literally. I'm gonna say it right now and say it loud. Do not trust politicians. Any of them. Nope. They're all fucking snakes.
Well, it's not even like. Some of them might be going in with this belief, but then the Democratic Party as a whole is like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Or the Republican Party is like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. Get rid of the party system, people. It's over.
For real, honestly.
Peaceful protest. Shout out to every single person on college campuses.
Straight
protesting right now.
Yeah.
Getting like
Your
USC Irvine is protesters are currently getting arrested right now. Shout out to them. Like, they're literally being the bravest they fucking possibly can be. Like,
all those motherfuckers that walked out of their graduations.
Keep going, keep fighting.
Yeah.
We've got it.
1,000,000% yes. And And Gab, kind of following up on that point, in a job where in a job where you're paid the same, no matter, like, as long as you get elected, you're paid. The best strategy is just to lie, and lie some more. Like, truly, I am done trusting any politician at their words. Truly. Like, it's even the people who fucking sell the beliefs that you want to hear are just gonna fuck you anyway. Like, it's very disheartening. Yeah. But we can't give up. We cannot give up.
We can't give up. We won't give up. Change is happening. Change cannot be stopped by anything or anyone. Nothing is forever. And the youth of today will be the leaders of tomorrow, and we fucking got it.
Exactly.
So let's go.
Guys, literally, everybody watching just clapped, and let's play some fucking D&D.
And now, I rolled an 11. Does that hit?
Hit what?
It hit the Pentagon.
Everybody.
Do you think this is terrible? Do you think on this place they were rolling dice?
It was on.
No.
Here's the thing: we were talking about Osama bin Laden and rulebook recap, and now we're talking about 9/11.
I'm gonna get canceled
why
for
did we get
saying that.
shadow
Cut it
banned?
out. Cut it out. Cut it out.
You're gonna get
I didn't
canceled.
say that.
Like the sad part
Gaslight.
is the sad part is we're gonna get canceled for saying stop genocide more than we're gonna for doing 9/11 jokes. But we're gonna play D&D
we have 45
right goddamn
followers.
Now. Oh yeah.
We have 45 followers. They're not looking at us.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, our current 0 viewers besides the people people in chat right now, which are all of you. So
let's get real here for a second. If you're watching this VOD on YouTube right now, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Hell yeah, welcome in.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome
Anyways.
to our club.
No, straight up. And thank you. Welcome to the table. Very happy to have you. And let's fucking get and you come for the D&D, stay for the political arguments. All right.
And the burps.
And the burps. Exactly. All right. So let's play D&D before we get sidetracked again. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely fucking killer.
Yes.
I
just
think.
real quick. Be honest with me. Well,
Yeah. What's up?
well,
What's up?
That probably answers my question. How bad am I lagging?
So sometimes you're totally present. Sometimes you are 3 full seconds behind.
Okay.
We'll deal with it. We'll move and we'll shake. Hey,
There's
look,
nothing I can do about that now that I know of.
we're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitch for the first time in a while.
Live on
And
Twitch.
honestly, it's very easy to be nervous. Your PC is just waking up. You had to dust it off a little bit. It's not used to being live yet.
She's
It's all
been
right.
up for 2 hours. She's fine.
All right.
I gave her coffee already.
Is it your internet?
Yeah, it
I
is her
think
internet.
so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I think one of the reasons that life has been so
Whatever.
stressful, we haven't been able to take our deep and cleansing breaths nearly as often.
So
That is
true.
why, obviously, all of the stress has been building in our lungs for weeks.
Toxic.
Yes. Okay.
For
So
weeks.
if there's nothing else, well, we all want to play some D&D?
Yes.
Yes, and yes. Then, with all of that, a deep and cleansing breath before we begin. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, then please join me. Oh, that feels good. That feels real good to do. And everything after the breath is canon. Okay, we all good to hop in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh, guess what? I wrote a recap. That's right. I'm doing it.
Yay!
Hell yeah. I'm a professional.
Now the rulebook recap.
A rulebook recap. Yes. So,
R.
So, last we left off, we gotta be really quick about this. We learned that the crew of the Exterminator are now the Arbor's most wanted, worth a total of 25,000 gold in bounty money. On-Go Edge was spoken to and investigated. We don't have time to go over all of it. Our lovable pirates linked up with Rahi and the Duke, and finally, they were able to access Bular Fortress after a slew of terrible rolls, followed by the highest roll I've ever had in any of my games. We rejoin Moch, right where we left off, with the Duke, Rahi, On-Go, her, Olive, and Cowrie. I didn't write Mud for some reason. And Mud is also there within the dusty, untouched meta.
Her already killed Mud.
Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on, wait, everybody, cut that. Wait, hold on. I take it again. Take 2. We rejoin Moch right where we left off with the Duke, Rahi, Ongo, her, Olive, Mud, and Cowrie within the dusty, untouched metal and stone dwarven city known as Bular Fortress, with her's buddy, Ballfriend, this enormous golden brass orb construct standing in front of all of you, seemingly pleased with her's return. And the floor is yours. What do you all do?
Mud pukes because he's seasick. I'm fine.
Okay. You're able to watch a spider drone come over, like shovel it into his mouth, and then rush away.
Ew.
I don't know if I want to be here, guys. I don't. Ooh.
So, Rahi, Duke, you had information?
Oh, yes.
Rahi and the Duke are looking up at Ballfriend, which towers over you guys by about 10 feet, and they go, and Rahi just goes, yeah. Info. Yep. And just he's kind of entranced by Ballfriend.
Don't worry. It shouldn't hurt you, I don't think. Maybe just prick your finger. Just a little bit. But it doesn't hurt.
Ballfriend looks over to Cowrie, and like kind of like gets up close to you, Cowrie, a massive like 10-foot diameter orb, and kind of like almost like presses up against you and goes, has returned, and looks at you and says that.
Oh, yes, hello. I am not a Thulthauditor. My name is Cowrie Shadrach. But I do, I have the, and I try and do the same thing I did before with Thulthauditor's loot, where I kind of try and, like, match, like, the frequency a little bit of, like, kind of the way that it speaks in tones.
Okay, you match that frequency. Do you try to give this thing a command, or just let it know that you're Cowrie Shadrach?
I kind of say, I'm just kind of saying, hello, these are all friends and allies.
Okay. Visitors, friends and allies.
Yes.
Services can be provided. Make you comfortable.
Ooh, what kinds of services?
Or pillow.
One more time.
Can give rock, can carry things. Can give you pillow. Chair.
Nice.
Table.
Guys, they've got pillows and chairs and tables.
What else do you got?
Do you have food?
Kind of looks over to you, her, and goes, Visitor, all food is gone. Rotted away. Turned to dust, had to be thrown away. Yeah. Most recent food, produced by him. And points over to Mud, who just threw up onto the floor and had it scooped away by the spider bot. Would you like me to retrieve?
No. Just keep that where it is. Don't worry about it.
Licking up like a dog. Yeah.
And yeah, so you guys are able to see this like automated fortress all around you. Ballfriend here waiting for commands. Rahi and the Duke having no idea what's going on. Ongo just kind of his chin up, kind of looking all around.
I say to Rahi and the Duke, oh
god.
Oh no, did we lose Kate?
I think she just fully cut out, yeah.
No!
Oh no!
Everybody salute.
We sunk!
Everybody salute. R.I.P. Kate.
No!
There goes
my hero. Watch him as she goes. God sucks. Well, I hope she's coming back.
I love this slight second delay between all of us. So it goes.
Yeah. So
and it was just descending minor key as well.
So before
everyone type rip Kate in the comments.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, rip everybody. Rip Kate.
Put a rip in there for
we got her back.
She's back. Hello, Kate.
Yay!
Hello, I am Olive.
Hi.
Oh wait, that's not Olive's voice at all.
I don't even know, man.
I'm so sorry your internet's not doing well, Kate, but welcome back.
Thank you. It's fine.
It's frustrating, understandably so.
There is literally nothing I can do.
Okay, well, everybody cross your fingers and toes right now. And I'll know if you don't do it. So you better...
I've closed everything except D&D Beyond and the Watch Together, so unfortunately I will not be able to be in chat.
Oh, okay, that's okay. R.I.P.
Oh, good, man.
We have now lost 25% of our viewer base.
I think it's a great running joke if we're just like, man, our returning audience base is just us.
Is just us. Oh, okay. So based on that, the floor is totally yours. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to explore Bular? Do you want to go and chat with Rahi and the Duke? What do you guys want to do?
Maybe we catch up with Rahi and the Duke, and then we can figure out what we might need from here, or what we want to do to prepare for wherever we might be going next.
That sounds good. I zoned out for the last 5 minutes of conversation, so I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
do that too.
Okay. Gonna go talk to Rahi and the Duke. Ball friend, hearing your conversation, goes, "Speaking room. You're in need of a speaking room." And Ball friend goes over like a nearby like dwarven panel. Like basically a slot opens up. He puts himself on it, or it puts itself on it. And you guys begin to watch as this like giant room-sized cube begins to be moved down by like these intricate dwarven like mechanical structures and moved and placed directly at level with you guys. And as the cube opens up, you're able to see like a small little tavern sitting area with like metal chairs and like rock tables and things like that. Completely pristine, no food, no anything inside, but all the tables are intricately set with plates and silverware and cups ready for people to use them once again.
There we go.
Looks kind of nice.
Comfortable meeting spot. Sets up in that room.
Sets up.
Do we have any maps or anything?
Yes,
we do.
You guys would for sure have like maps of like the Arbor and the Palm of the Fist as a whole.
Okay, perfect.
And I think I have a map with the treasure map markings, like from Tior.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You made that very clear. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay if we don't look. It's like a T-Rex. Just don't look at it. The Wi-Fi will come back to us soon. It's all right.
Well, it's in like the, because I have Drew's Zoom pinned, but like in the 4 of us above it, you're like, you don't freeze as much in that one, so maybe it's just,
No.
you know.
A little
Weird.
bit, but not as much.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll just move and shake with it because there's not really much we can do.
Yeah.
chatting
I'm basically trying to give my computer the less amount of things to deal with.
Yeah.
Because I'm on my 5G. We tried on my 2.4G, and that just didn't even run. So
Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna figure it out. If not, I'll just get up the fucking hotspot. I don't fucking know.
We'll figure it out. Hey, it's part of the fun is the flexibility of all this, so no need to stress. But we got you. We understand.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Got it. So setting up in this little room, again, everything is metal and everything is dusty, but everything is also pristine. There is no trash. There is no, like, nicks. There are no, like, cuts anywhere. Everything is perfectly maintained and preserved, besides the dust.
Great.
Thank you, ball friend.
If you are in need of anything, just simply call, and I can swing down and get you whatever you need, as long as it is not organic.
Noted.
And ball friend tethers and swings away.
So, welcome to Bular Fortress, those who haven't been here.
Yes. Mud.
Yes.
Why are you all acting so calm?
Oh.
that was fucking crazy. that was a fucking copper ball the size of that goddamn beholder in the arbor, and you were all just like, "Oh hi." What do you mean, "Oh hi"?
Her, would you like to explain, as you're the only one of us who's been inside here?
Yeah, of course. So we brought Tior to Bular because he wanted to come in and inspect it for some history, archaeology stuff. We got here, we were attacked, kind of like the missiles were going to attack us, but with statues, and I was able to get inside. That's our friend. I'm the, second visitor? First visitor? Second visitor for the ball friend. I don't know the ball friend's name currently, and it tracked. We think it might it pricked our fingers, might have done something to make sure we were okay. I don't know.
That one scooped up my vomit like it was a treat for later, and then it scooped it all up too. There's none left here. It just took it. I
think they're just trying. I think they're just trying to take care of the place. Is what I'm assuming.
Okay. Yeah. I'm probably being the weird one here. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No, it's
weird. It's weird.
Sometimes I think we lose the perspective on just how insane all of this is. So that is, yeah.
Well, there are 6 of us here. Rahi, Duke, does this feel weird to the 2 of you?
I've never met a sentient robot before.
The Duke goes, "This seems like the castles that I grew up in." And Rahi goes, "This is the craziest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life."
She gets it.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought machines were like things that made harvesting crops easier, and we're just magic. That's crazy. Crazy.
If you want, I bet we could bring our ball friend back and could explain the origin of it to us or something, how it was made.
I grew up in a forest and then was on a plantation for a decade over, and so it's magic. That makes more sense in my brain.
I was about to say, last time we were here, you didn't meet them, but another magic user we used to travel with, they told us that it was, Kate and I were just looking at our notes about this, that it was dwarven forge magic. So it's all kind of like mechanic sand magic.
Okay.
It's like noodles with sauce.
Could you explain that?
The mechanics
Elaborate.
and also the magic all together.
No, please elaborate for us.
Because if you just have plain noodles, that's not really a good meal. But you also can't just have the sauce. And so, but if you mix it together, then you have like a dish. You have spaghetti. Or you have a ball friend.
I think you see a little bit of blood drip down from Mun's nose.
This makes sense to me.
I'm thinking too hard.
Okay.
It helps if you don't think too hard about this and how...
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop now.
Rahi goes, "Okay, so the scouting that the Duke and I did. Want to hear about that?"
Yeah, that'd be,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to hear from Rahi first or the Duke first?
Flip a coin.
Yeah,
Flip a coin about it, yeah. Who wants to flip a coin about
the
it?
Duke, tails is Rahi.
Okay, got it. Someone's got to flip.
I don't have my coin.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh shit, that was the worst flick.
You got this.
It's Rahi first.
Okay, Rahi first. I get to go over the fantasy heist music that I found.
Ooh.
So Rahi, puts her arms in a position to swipe everything off of this table, and then in the corners, you guys are able to see spider bots kind of spring to life, and she goes, and and then very delicately starts moving the plates like onto the chairs and stuff before putting a map down of the Molar Isles. So, here's what you guys are able to learn. So, I'm going to get into her personality a little bit, but I want to give some very clear information first and foremost. The Molar Isles are a collection of 2 islands, kind of similar to the Finger Isles in that they're smaller, much more localized, but they're just closer together than the Finger Isles are, okay? But unique about the Molar Isles is that they are not the typical, like, sand dune, fucking, like, you know, palm trees, like, you know, grassy, kind of like lightly forested areas. These almost seem like mining colonies. And they are known as the Crown Isle and the Filling Isle. And because they're closer together, there is a slaver trade city connecting them, known as Gangplank Crossing. Make sense there?
So it's like a bridge?
Yes. So it's one. So it's like instead of the Finger Isles, where they are like basically hundreds of miles apart, there's only about maybe 20 miles separating these, the Crown Isle and the Filling Isle, and there's one massive bridge city connecting the 2 islands.
It's a big, long city.
Yes, it is. It's not that wide, but it's just like, you know, it's just long, basically. Oh, yeah. So Rahi puts a map down and goes, she points to the Crown Isle and goes, "This is what I was looking into. The Crown Isle is a functioning gold mine. Talk around the town is that it's run by one Dr. Mabel Redwood. Some kind of fucking artificer, some kind of inventor, weirdo fucking individual. All of the slaves that work with the dock, they have some kind of backpack on with like wires and like metal sticking out of it. And I got no fucking clue what it's used for, but all of the slaves seem content to be working for her." And you can see kind of like all, like everybody's like very kind of like Ocean's 11. Even Ongo's kind of like hanging his head over, looking at the map, just kind of taking everything in. Which, by the way, Rahi and the Duke cannot see. I want to make that very clear.
Come check it out.
I like point at Ongo to see if they like notice.
Rahi goes, "Don't fucking, I'm gonna point at you. I'll fucking point right back at you."
You can't see it. Cool. Just checking.
You can't see. That's a wild thing to say.
You can't see it. You can't see it. It's Ongo, our new friend.
They kind of like squint their eye. Rahi looks at you and goes, "Ongo."
Yep. Have you heard anything about it?
Rahi like flips the map over, like takes a fucking piece of charcoal or whatever, and quickly sketches out like a sign basically, and writes out like block letters, and holds it up, holds the map up, and it says "Beware of Ongo" like on the sign that she made.
That's the one.
Yeah, I've seen those. Oh. I've seen those.
Where have you seen this? I think Mud said that it was seen it through the fist. Is there anywhere specific?
So I saw, and like kind of looks at the Duke. The Duke kind of like nods and says, "Well, you kind of see it almost everywhere. Like small little like almost warning signs outside of like fucking taverns and like little like, you know, like little like general shops and shit like that. But the most prominent signs are near slave auction blocks and at the entrance to the mines themselves. I saw it like really big hanging over like one of the main entrances to the gold mine of the Crown Isle." Go ahead and go ahead and give me an investigation check if you want.
Me?
Everybody who's hearing that. We're doing a little bit of heist planning.
Ongo, blink twice if you hate slavery.
Ongo does not blink. Maybe not now, maybe not ever. So.
Ongo's gonna get canceled.
Ongo, don't blink if you are in support of slavery.
He just, honestly, he just kind of tilts his cap down so you can't see his eyes.
I'm gonna count that as a blink.
I got a 15 investigation.
15?
I got an 18.
18?
11.
11?
Yeah. Can I get advantage because I lived in there?
I actually will give you advantage on this. Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's way better. I rolled a 1 the first time around.
Damn.
That's a 16.
16.
Wait, guidance. Sorry.
Oh, you do not need to add guidance to that. I'm gonna say that all of you, just kind of a group check with that. You all kind of are able to look back and forth and recognize that. Oh, it seems that Ongo is a bigger, like, basically, beware of Ongo is a common thing among the slaver territories, but it seems like people are supposed to be more wary of him in where slaves are more common. So like the auction block and like in the mines where the slaves are mining for the resources. Why, you guys have no idea, but that's just a little thing you guys can pick up on.
They're not making us slaves on go. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I didn't say that, but that's what's going on.
That's what's going on inside your.
on in my mind.
gives you bombastic side eye as he sees you. And then Ra, he also says, and the reason why I was checking out the Crown Isle is because on the outside, again, it's a rounded mining complex. There are like mine carts kind of going in and outside, like it's a giant structure. But at the top, there's a massive gold chunk kind of exposed, almost like a little bit like a hat, like on top of the aisle. And I noticed that lightning was arcing all around it, kind of like bouncing from like one part of it to another. And then only once while I was there, and it scared the fuck out of me, lightning came out of the sky on a clear day and struck the top of this gold ore.
Could you tell if it was like just natural lighting, magical, anything? Like, could you sense that?
Oh, it was not supposed to. Oh, it was magical. And if my money's on anything, I'm pretty sure it was from the Fury in some way. Kind of like when we were at the dam and I got hit with a bolt of lightning that made me see God. So.
What did God look like?
Which god did you see?
That's actually quite important.
The god of being unconscious.
Okay, never mind.
Ah, Carl, he's such a nasty god.
I don't think that's his name. I don't think
So
the god.
So you saw nothing. Okay.
Yeah, it was
his nickname.
What happened was, well, because I got struck by lightning, immediately blacked out, and the next thing I knew, I was waking up with mud pulling me out of the aquestruct, and then I just got right back to beating ass.
All good. All right, so this lightning, massive gold chunk on top of it. Anything else?
Besides that, I would imagine that Fuse is being kept there. He's a gnomish tinkerer type. His real name's Geppel Gausen. Old member of our crew. He was the tech guy.
Yeah.
He would bust a fucking nut at this place.
You know, we could kind of use a tech guy for ship stuff, like ship repairs.
Yeah.
That's
What
really
sort
all it
of-
was. What's up?
What sort of tech did he work with?
Mainly, so I never really could wrap my head around it, but it seemed like he was good at taking magical energy and giving it a physical source. So he's a really skilled inventor when it comes to, like, the usual, like, trinkets that you see. Like, sometimes you can flip a switch and, like, light will appear inside of a glass bulb. He was good at that. But he was also good at being like, oh, I can make these inanimate things, like, not sentient, but, like, kind of come to life and kind of, like, help us out, basically. And he was really good with, like, electricity and, like, weird kind of, like, whatever fire is, like, you know, stuff like that.
Like elemental stuff.
Maybe.
Elements. Okay.
And he's a gnome?
He's a gnome, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, can we get like a small description of him? Like, I don't know, none of us know him. So.
No problem. She flips the map back over, takes a piece of charcoal, and does a very basic stick figure with, like, pronounced huge biceps on it, and goes, "That's me." She draws rings on the back of it. And then she draws a very tiny stick figure right next to it, and puts like a very like long beard coming off, and kind of like puts like a little like cap with like goggles on top, and goes, and that's him.
Wait, was it mostly gnomes working there, like slaves, like or dwarves?
No, kind of a hodgepodge mosh pot of bunch of races and species, really.
Okay. What? Out of game, what race was AJ again?
He was a
halfling.
Halfling. Okay.
Yeah.
Was Fuse well known for doing the things that he did? Like, would they have sought him out on purpose, or just maybe or was it just happenstance that they sent him there when they found out what he could do?
So we lost him and Lollipop about a year ago, and we really haven't been able to track down where they've been, because we've just kind of been... And she kind of like goes back to the memories of like, you know, her bender after losing her and after losing Charlotte and everything like that, and goes, but I would imagine that whoever they have in the fist, or maybe if they were just taken there immediately, either the auctioneer of the fist was able to recognize his skills, or the doc was able to see his talents and kind of put him to work. That's what I would assume.
Okay.
And haven't we received letters from this Dr. Mabel Redwood before? I thought somebody did.
Let me see.
Letters.
I thought somebody at the beginning of the game had.
There were there were MRPHD letters, but they were never confirmed to be
Redwood?
Dr. Mabel Redwood. And you've met several people who have Dr. MR names, so
Yeah, fine, never mind.
Yeah, it's all coming together. And Rahi goes, okay, any more questions about the shit that I was doing?
Any weak points for where Fuse is being held? Anything you noticed?
So the mine itself was off limits. I wasn't able to get into the mine, but I would imagine that the main HQ of the slaver lords that run the Molar Isles are inside of the mining complexes. Now, there are open holes to allow for, like, minecart scaffolding to, like, come out and kind of, like, wrap around, like, other tunnels, basically, like, a way of, like, transporting the ore around. But it's not going to be as easy as just walking right in. We're probably going to have to, and again, this is Rahi talking, so she's like, we just got to rock up and start beating the shit out of every slaver we see.
Absolutely not.
We're going to die that way.
Rahi goes, yes, Captain, and kind of like backs up a little bit.
True.
Yes.
The way, like, the processing works with, you know, capturing druids and then bringing them to Tangleroot, would Mud have gone through, like, is the Molar Isles, like, the place, like, because it's the farthest part from, like, the farthest part east of, like, the fists,
yes.
thing.
Okay.
So would Mud have gone, like, is that kind of like the gateway into the rest of the fist?
So the Molar Isles are the furthest southeast in the Palm and the Fist map. And just kind of speaking like logistically, given Mud was captured off of the coast of Horcry, like Mud's journey would have been... Mud's journey would have been the Fist and then relocated to Tangleroot. So
Okay.
I will say that Mud would know that the slaves used in the Molar Isles are used for mining. Like, so there's really no need for druids there. Of course, they might have them there for like food creation or just to kind of like keep people in like a general state of like health in a way, like almost like healers or clerics. But overwhelmingly, it's like they just need bodies to move or to get gold and silver. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering if I could, like, if I even could make, like, some kind of check to see if I could better understand how it works. You know? But if I've never been there, you know.
Well, I will say that all of you guys could probably just logically put it together that the operations are either completely contained inside of the Isles themselves, or it's like a very immediate kind of like an immediate kind of process where the ore is mined from inside of the Isles. It is then cleaned, it is then smelted, it is then pressed into either spell components or just like gold coins used for the fist's currency, at which point it is then probably taken to Gangplank Crossing and then shipped out to the fist and Tangleroot wherever it is needed.
Okay. So can somebody remind me again why we are looking at them? Right, for the weapon, right? The weapons.
No, Rahi and her old crew is held there. Also, her you're muted.
Have I been muted this entire time?
Yes,
No.
yeah.
Just for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
You kept moving
Okay.
your gums and nothing was coming out. It was
Ah.
weird.
Being like, why is everybody interrupting me?
I was like, what? Because, like, Mud went no to Rahi's comment, and I said, absolutely not. And then it was
I
like...
heard that. We
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
that.
You
we
heard that?
We
Okay,
heard
I
that.
don't know when I muted myself then. My apologies.
All good.
I forget what I was about to say.
There's
Never mind.
probably a weapon there. Because wasn't one of them like Talos? Wasn't Talos like one of the gods? Who,
No, there's nothing. Well, there might be something there. This map is incredibly old, but from what we got from Theo, there's no X on the Molar Isles.
I mean, if we're
It's
there,
hard to
doesn't-
say.
I mean, if we're there, might as well take...
It's very hard to say.
okay.
Might as well take a quick look, but I don't know how much time we're actually going to have without getting caught.
Okay. Because
Did you learn? Go ahead.
Talos Storm is gray, right? That's what I have in my notes.
Yep.
So 6 gods sacrificed themselves. It was Tempest, who's war, Umberlee, who is the deep sea, Sylvanas, Millie, Song, Pax, Peace, and Talos Storm. So if you've got a natural weird lightning that is like it's from the Fury, but maybe there's something there that can help us with Superior Trum, or something that, you know, will... Because that should probably be investigated. Because I'm looking at the map that we got from Tior. I'm going.
I have it, Mud. It's right in front of us. I have it pulled up.
I just flipped it upside down. Don't freak out. And Rahi turns the map back over.
Crazy thought. How long have these mines been around for?
I'm going to do a quick history check for Rahi and the Duke. Just see if they can kind of parcel that together. Guidance. The Duke. Awesome. The Duke is able to chime in and say, they have been in operation for longer than any of our lifetimes. It is my understanding that the Arbor and the Fist have been problems for several hundred years, but I believe that these mines have only been active. They were only active after the Arbor's creation. So maybe 400 years, maybe 300 years, around that time frame.
All right, never mind. Tosses out my theory. Sounds good.
Because we know the weapons have moved from their locations on this map here.
Potentially, yes.
Well, we know
I
at
mean,
least
like,
for
looking-
Umberlee's it's got
well,
moved.
Right, but like, look at the mop. I highly doubt somebody was able to get into the mop from the sounds of it.
Well, maybe not all of them were moved, but definitely, like, we know Umberlee's was moved. Sorry, I keep using... I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say that name in front of you, Olive, or...
No, you can say
I
it in
don't
front. You can say it in
Okay,
front of me.
cool.
I don't care.
Cool, okay.
All right, going back to the Isles and everything. The
Yes.
stuff on your ship. Where do we get that, and do we need it?
So that So that's a complimentary service done when you dock at Gangplank Crossing. It's a way of the slave kind of and like, you know, points at Gangplank Crossing and goes, this is a place where bastards go to trade with a slaver nation for cheap goods and potentially cheap labor. And in order that the slavers don't shoot themselves in the foot, there has to be a way for them to identify ships that trade with them. And I think this works if you go to Tangleroot or the Underhand. Haven't been myself, but the moment that we docked, I broke a guy's jaw because he came onto the Cat 5 and was like, I'm gonna put this metal shit on your boat. And I was like, go fuck your mom, and then I punched him. But then 10 guys ran onto my ship and said, no, we're supposed to do this. You can't be here unless we do this. And we had to fucking let them do it. It's a way of being safe in slaver waters, basically.
Sounds good.
Is there... Because I feel like I've said this a lot, and if I haven't, I'm sorry, but also, we need to, if we're going into the Fist territory, we need to be way more defensive in our ship than we've, like, it's hell. It's hell there. And if we're not prepared for it, we're gonna get fucked. So, listen, that robot swept up all my vomit in one go. Maybe they got stuff here that, like, makes our ship strong or something. It's magic. It's magic.
You guys are able to feel and the entire, like, square, like, building that you're in suddenly lurches to one side before resetting, and you guys are able to hear and like out of like a little window opens up and part of Ballhead's massive frame kind of like swings into view and goes, ship upgrades? Do you wish to upgrade your ship?
Is that the service you provide?
We are able to upgrade ships for travel. If necessary, all we will require is iron or some kind of metal that would be used to rejuvenate our own personal supplies.
Okay.
We can scrounge around for that, but I think that's definitely a service. I mean, Rahi Duke, do you want the metal on your rails that your crew were prying off?
Well, so Rahi looks and goes, so that's already in the sea. We just got rid of that the moment that we came to Bular. Because if you have those markings on, the pirates of the Arbor will just kill you because they're gonna assume that you're slavers.
Or you at least work with
course.
slavers.
Or you at least, Rahi kind of like is like, absolutely, kind of like pats you on the back mud and goes, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, yeah, I lived there for a long time.
Damn.
We'll scrounge around, Ballfred, but we'll get back to you on that. Thank you.
Okay, just let us know. And he just kind of goes and swings off again.
So, while Rahi was doing all of that, Duke, what were you doing?
I was doing my best to not get noticed with my beautiful face and my irresistible charm. It was easy. Now, my job was to investigate the Filling Isle. Another mining isle, as said before. This one is a silver mine, not a gold mine. It is run by a... and the Duke tries to remember the proper word for this, which makes sense, because he then is able to go, it is run by a creature that is very rare, but is known as a fae. It is run by, his name is Sweet Tooth, and he runs something known as the Candy Carnival. I was unable to find this Candy Carnival, but I was talking to some of the slaves that were working in the filling aisle, and they all had these wide smiles, and they almost seemed to be happy to be working for him.
I wonder if the Fae's doing something on both aisles to make them happy.
There are a lot of, in the forest I grew up in, there's a lot of Fae energy there, and you know, you'd have stories of children being charmed and taken away, and then coming back as changelings, or you know, you'd have stuff like that. So it wouldn't surprise me if it's some kind of like fairy
manipulation magic or stuff like that.
What did Sweet Tooth look like? Do you remember physical descriptions of Sweet Tooth if you saw them?
Yes, so that is actually a publicly known thing. He's on advertisements for entertaining shows that he has put on. He has it's a white suit with a gold vest. I will say I hate the man and I hate everything about him, and we're probably going to kill him at some point, but he's a very dapper individual. He has white skin similar to mine. He has a big white top hat on, and he always carries around a cane. It's just a black cane with a hook on the end, like for his hand. And the most notable thing about him, was just heard from rumors here or there, but his grin, his smile, it literally goes from ear to ear, and his teeth are rotten and falling out. It's almost as if like he has nothing but cavities, but his teeth refuse to die.
Like an eldritch horror Willy Wonka.
That is whatever that is. I called him Willy Wonka. Fuck, and then I got kicked out of a bar.
Oh, Willy Wonka's what we say to dumbasses.
Okay, got it. I understand.
Willy Wonka.
So yes, so we also lost another dear friend that Rahi mentioned before. So while Fuse is most likely in the Crown Isle, our dear friend Lollipop is most likely in the Feeling Isle.
I just think it's so funny that both of their names relate to both of these isles. Very cool. Very cool.
They are held there against their will. I will just point that
I know, but I'm just saying, like, out of the game.
The Duke mocking, like, kind of like jokingly takes out like a white glove and like almost like flicks it at you, her, and goes, "How dare you? How dare you say that about Lollipop? Lollipop was made in the Filling Isle."
Oh, Lollipop's a Warforged.
Lollipop right? Is not a. That is a wild guess that was completely wrong. Lollipop was actually an experiment that was dumped in a way after being considered a failure. It was a creation between the combined arcana and technical knowledge of Sweet Tooth and Dr. Mabel Redwood. There is no official name for his species, but you'd be able to recognize him because we have taken to calling him a gummy bear folk.
Huh. And what does Fuse look like? I mean, I saw the stick figure Rocky drew, but was Fuse also made here?
No, Fuse was just a guy. He was just an old man who hated slavery. And the Duke goes, "Give me 1 second." He takes the map and he takes out a pristinely sharpened pencil and goes. 2 hours go by. He shows you all the map. And what you guys are able to see is a almost perfect rendition of Fuse Gaussen, Geppel, Fuse Gaussen, and Lollipop. Geppel, Fuse, let's call him Fuse. Fuse, old, shorter, gnomish guy, almost like this is like made to scale. You're able to see that he has like a large backpack of like metal sprigs and wires around. He has this big like double hand cannon. It's like similar to a crossbow, but it has like 2 metal rods. It's like some kind of, you know, artificer gun basically. Nothing that would be ballistics, like what you guys would know. So something related to like energy, basically. He has again like that cap. He has like a big bushy like white beard, clearly an older man. And he also has just like a small little like locket around his neck. And then standing next to him, on 2 legs, easily about 3 times his height, you were able to see I'm gonna be honest, a fucked up looking bear. That looks like a hybrid between, just like basically a regular like black bear, and a gummy bear with like all kinds of like candy. You're able to see kind of like matted patches of fur here or there, and like the chunks of skin that are missing aren't like in the Duke's drawing. They aren't like bleeding or like muscular, but they almost seem like gelatinous. And you're able to see that his like face, it's like his face is almost full gummy in the way where he's like, he has like bare teeth, his like snout is see-through, but he has a full gummy bear head. And you're able to notice he has like a little vest on and like a little like belt satchel that is seemingly fixed with like candy and like candy canes and lollipops and like gumdrops and things like that.
You're a very skilled artist, Duke.
I was taught from the day I was born. Thank you.
Of course, we will.
Oh, sorry.
Hello?
Oh, God.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
We will hold on to these. We should hold on to these drawings to make sure for identification.
Absolutely, yes.
I know you said that Lollipop was created by Sweet Tooth and MR-PhD. Did he escape from them? Was he like released? Like, do you have any idea like what purpose or how they got away from there in the first place?
So, my understanding is that Sweet Tooth has these like candy creations which are not that complex but are able to carry out simple tasks. And Dr. Mabel Redwood is known for experimenting on the dead in certain ways. And so my understanding is that they tried to combine their magic to make some kind of undead creatures that could do complex tasks. But either, and I mean this with the utmost respect to him, he was either too repulsive or not intelligent enough, and so they believed to have killed him and then just cast him out into the sea.
Okay.
How did he not dissolve in the salt water?
He is a gummy bear person. I have not had much candy that is not rock hard, but my understanding is that plastic candy does not dissolve very easily. And therefore, just kind of we found him, we took him onto the ship, and Rahi, being very good with animals, was able to teach him basic language, and then he's actually from the way that we understand it, he is a druid. He's able to cast different like druidic spells, but like kind of flavored like candy in a way.
He's made of microplastics.
That is exactly correct. I have heard of an artificer in Frisian who is working on developing the exact technology.
I, out of the game, just looked back at my notes to do like a search in my notebook, and I do have notes on Dr. Mabel Redwood. I don't know the context, but I know Dr. Mabel Redwood is a bronze back. Metal-skinned mind is what I wrote down.
Dr. Mabel Redwood.
Is that another slaver, Bronzeback?
Oh, that was another slaver.
Yeah, so Bronzeback.
I'm so fucking dumb.
So Bronzeback
No, you're
is.
not.
So Bronzeback is the owner of a knuckle plantation, metal skin mine, which
That's
is. Honestly, we can't stay on that for too long, but that will become relevant later. Yes.
Nope, that's fine. Just double checking I have my notes right. Okay, we're good. Cool. I refixed my voice.
So what's our plan? What do we want? What are we getting?
Duke, was there anything else? Like weak points into the filling aisle? Ways to break in?
I'll do a quick little sneak check for the Duke. It's a 19 on the die. Because most of the slaves that are working in the filling aisle do so with a smile on their face. I was stopped by the guards because I was asking questions and I clearly did not belong there. One could argue that putting a smile on and pretending to carry out tasks could just let somebody walk in there. If one had a convincing enough grin, or perhaps found a way to induce the same kind of effect that the slaves are currently under. I don't mean to be demeaning, but from my understanding, they are seen as nothing more than expendable workers, and so I cannot imagine that the guards have memorized every face.
Alright, before even thinking about this, do you think our ships are even substantially ready to go into slaver waters?
Like Rahi and Gadu kind of like look back and forth at each other, and Rahi goes, "Well, it all depends upon the kind of fights you want to pick. Where if we want to take out a ship here and there, we do have a small fleet. A fleet of 3 ships is nothing to laugh at. We probably couldn't stare down a navy, but also I've seen you guys do some of the craziest things I've ever seen before, so I wouldn't put anything past you. But funny you would mention that, because the last thing I wanted to say was that as we were leaving, we were kind of rushed out, like kind of rudely so, for a society or like a city that's built for merchants and traders, because slaver warships started showing up. Not transport vessels, not like slaver vessels meant to run down. I mean warships fat and slow. And 3 of them were converging on Gangplank Crossing. And they were taking up massive spots on the docks. And I was able to hear, like, these highfalutin, like, steampunk elves talking about how it was an outrage and yada yada yada. And the slavers that were, like, some of the crew there, there was one of the slaver lords. It was one of their warships, by the name of Curve Cut. And one of their, like, representatives said that there was a mass convoy leaving from Gangplank Crossing, and that they would need time to prepare.
So it kind of sounds like we can't go there right now, is what you're telling us.
Well, so potentially the opposite. Now, they said they need several weeks to prepare the convoy, and it was going to be Curve Cut, just like a deformed, like Aarakocra rogue, and Deadshot Dread, a rabbit folk sniper. And they said that they were going to be moving some important cargo from the Molar Isles over to the Fist. Now, I'm not sure what that's gonna be, but if we wanted to potentially stop them, whatever they think's important would probably be important for us to have, so...
It's probably, if there's a weapon there, of like a godly weapon or whatever, we're gonna move it over, because didn't Ophia tell? Isn't she going to tell?
Tell who? What?
The slavers. I thought she was in cahoots with them.
That is correct. Ophia sold you guys out. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
to Dr. Mabel Redwood. And so, if they know that... Yeah. Okay.
It seems as... Do we know that she got paid? Well,
Ophia didn't get paid for any of you because she wasn't able to deliver any of you.
Right.
So just so there's not any confusion, all of these little set pieces will be waiting until you guys get there. So if you guys choose and say we don't want to interact with that at all, then the clock will tick forward. But I'm not going to remove fun from you guys if you choose to go do other fun things. Like, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. And, who were the people involved in the convoy? Can you repeat?
Curve Cut, a deformed Aarakocra rogue, and Deadshot Dread, a rabbit folk sniper.
Deadshot.
And I don't know if you guys would remember this. This is a very long time ago. Deadshot Dread is the slaver lord that shot and gave Arthur that scar. Deadshot Dread shot Arthur.
Damn it, if I was still playing Rhyme, I'd have a whole list of these guys. I'm gonna wait till we're finished taking notes.
Alright, anybody else need anything else?
No, this was a lot of information. Oh, it goes without saying, but thank you for putting yourselves at risk to go on this mission. This is a lot of information to consider.
Yeah, nothing here, although we want our people back. We know that we have a couple more loose ends to tie up. We want to get to it eventually, but we were happy to help. And, they've been, and Rahi kind of gets like a little bit, almost like sullen, kind of like missing her friends, and goes, they've been doing well for long enough. If they're okay, they're going to be okay for a couple more weeks.
Thank you.
She kind of knocks the table a little bit. Rahi's done talking. If anybody has any more questions, so.
Hey, this is a side thought, Carrie. Do you think the Bagman has metal?
Oh, I can ask. Open up the bag. Bagman! Hey!
Rahi goes,
Okay.
it's creepy every time.
Nothing's creepy about him. He's such a good friend.
Ongo takes a step back.
Ongo hates the Bagman.
The Duke goes, who is this Ongo character that you keep mentioning, by the way?
Oh, we can all see him. No one else can. It's a whole thing. He's
That's
I-
a cowboy hat.
I take the Duke's drawing and I try to do a rough sketch of Ongo
His eyes are
to
like.
show him.
Yeah, Olive, give me a quick sleight of hand check to see how good that
I
drawing
like
is.
Picasso.
Okay. Sleight of hand, you say?
Yep.
Okay. Nine.
9. It's a little bit better than Rahi's stick figures, but like you get the gist of like kind of a larger man, you know, like cowboy hat, stuff like that.
Rahi absolutely writes like this.
A million percent. Million percent. They go, all right, well, something to ask about when we're in slaver territory.
There he is.
Good.
He looks like an asshole.
He's right there.
Jury's still out.
Well, we call that in the business a tomorrow problem. We're gonna deal with that later.
So no, you're asking the Bagman. Sorry.
Here, I'm going to take a silver coin.
Okay.
I'm going to say, Bagman, do you have any metal? This is metal. Anything like this? And I drop it in.
What a good question. Anything like that. That is a very broad thing to say.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to give Cowrie guidance should it be needed.
Okay.
I just smack you right now with guidance. I don't actually smack you.
Ow.
And also I'm gonna do a quick maturity check for the Bagman, see if he's learning.
So
Can I
mature.
give guidance
Holy
to the
shit, he
Bagman?
is.
Yeah!
Yeah, Cowrie, you're kind of like flick the coin up and you see a hand, like, again, like just gray and thin and bony with like claw almost nails. Catch the coin and disappear into the bag. And then about like, you're able to hear like, you're able to hear like cartoon, like fight cloud noises. And then you're able to watch as very slowly, you're able to watch a dagger, just a regular dagger, pop up out of the bag, and just fully emerge.
Can I have it?
Just kind of, he waits for you to take it, basically.
I gently take it from him.
You take it, and the bag, and the bag closes up.
Oh, I put another silver in real quick. Thank you.
You put another silver in.
Another
More?
dagger?
Yeah, another dagger, yeah.
I take a dagger.
I put a gold in there.
I've got 2 daggers now.
You put a gold coin in there, and a strand of bacon shoots out.
No.
Fuck, yes!
Well, if we're ever hungry on the ship, that will come in handy.
Okay, somebody write this down. Gold equals bacon, silver equals daggers.
I've had it written down. Don't worry.
Okay.
So kind of. He has little bits of metal.
In the same sense that we all do.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking if he had like, or maybe we could trade something other than metal for their. Well, no, if they're using it on the ship.
Isn't
don't
this
know.
place made of metal?
Because ball friend.
Oh, the room shakes again. Hello.
Do you for ship repair. Can we trade for it?
Only metal.
Okay.
Needs.
So no food or anything.
No food.
No organic. Okay.
Cannot use food.
Yeah, I thought so.
Needs
Maybe-
to be metal in order to maintain our current stockpiles of the ores and the minerals that we use to maintain the fortress.
What if Thulthod asks for it really nicely?
Give me a quick insight check on Ballfriend. Anybody
Anyone?
that wants to do that.
Oh shit, all of us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
12.
12.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
13.
13.
23.
23.
Yeah,
Ooh.
20.
20. Mud and Olive, you guys are able to clock. You guys are wondering, like, oh, like, what's Ballfriend's name? Like, why was Ballfriend made? And both of you are able to recognize, Ballfriend was made for... Ballfriend was made as a result of Thulthod leaving, essentially. Like, so Ballfriend was made, and then everybody left the fortress. Or then the people that weren't sick left the fortress. And you guys can put it together that the reason that all of these dwarven automatons, like these security, like they have been acting as security in a way, but they were also probably made because they are workers that can maintain Bular Fortress without getting sick.
Maybe we could give them coins and they could melt them down.
Gold?
We would need a lot of coins.
Yeah, Ballfriend, do you know how many coins would you need to do the kind of upgrades that you might like to do?
You guys open up a fucking Fallout New Vegas like transaction list.
The green HUD shows.
And you guys are, so essentially, because that's an excellent question, you guys are able to do ship upgrades, like upgrade your weaponry, you can upgrade your armor class, you can upgrade your speed, you can upgrade your personal, like, crazy magical weapons, all for, like, gold prices, essentially. But they can't just give it to you for free.
Yes. I gotta pull up the
Okay.
sheep.
And we can
Well,
workshop that off of stream. We don't need to go over that right now.
Well, we do know a place with lots of coins.
I have a
True,
question.
we do. Yes, Mud.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the point of all of this is to get stronger, so we get the weapons before worse people do. That's
Yes.
the point of all of this?
Yes.
Okay. And we want to go to the Molar Isles. We want to go to the Molar Isles because why?
Because hers crew members are being held there.
He wants the crew. Rahi and I mean, understandably so, want the crew members back. They're not meant to be like. Obviously, like the slave thing in general is a huge problem, but we need to tackle this one step at a time.
And if we
Okay.
get them, then we have allies for future rescue missions.
Help
Okay.
get the weapons, and maybe the weapons are strong enough. I mean, it took out an entire arena. At least Cowries did.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
What's
wrong?
the plan? What are
Inside
we-
check. Inside check.
Rahi's gonna give you the help action.
Me?
Yeah, Rahi
You
gives you help
bitch!
action because Rahi rocks up to Mud and goes, "What's wrong?" Just
So
Bumping.
good.
That's only an 11 with the help action.
I'll roll.
Savannah, save me.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. 23.
Damn it. Dude, I rolled a 16 for a 14 deception. When you have a -2 charisma modifier.
All right, Mud. Why don't you
in
tell us
the-
what's? Oh, wait. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, because in the Mud is trying not to say Mud like is hearing you be like, oh, we're going there to like rescue the crew members, but Mud is also going, that's not getting the weapons though, and Mud, it's in his own, he's desperately trying not to be like, this is not important because he's like, it's important to them, so it has to have some kind of meaning, but in that way that like neurodivergent people are like, I don't understand. Is very much, he is struggling to understand. I feel like this is gonna make you guys think, it's gonna sound like a dick thing to say. Okay, I just need to reorganize my priorities in my head, and I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Think about it like this. We have 2 additional crew members, or 2 additional people who could help us when we go to Slash Claw.
Okay. Yeah,
Plus, Rahi is our friend. And we want to help our friends. Because we care about our friends.
I get it. It's not that I don't like you guys. It's not, I'm not making, it's not, I'm not communicating right now. I don't know how to explain it, and I'll process it. It'll be fine.
Quick little interruption by Rahi, who is right now, her eyes go from peaceful rainstorms. You guys are able to see like lightning strike in her eyes, and her wings aren't out right now, but they like come out just a little bit. She doesn't smack you. she was winding up for a minute there, but she looks at you, and you like, I'll do a quick maturity check, and she bites her tongue, and she doesn't say anything to you.
I just Mud fully turns around and like finds a window and just stares out of it, because he's fully like, there's nothing, if I keep talking, I'm just going to dig a deeper hole for myself.
I'm gonna go over to Mud. I'm gonna say, I know that, well, I guess I'm kind of under the impression that for a long time, the goal of killing Slash Claw one day was kind of the main thing keeping you going, the main thing you wanted to do one day. And I guess that, I don't know. I want you to know that we haven't forgotten that, and that getting to Tangleroot is still the main thing we're working towards. It's just that we have to go about it a very careful way if we're not all immediately going to get murdered when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this, I know that it's going to take a very long time, and that it's hard to look away from that last thing. But this is also that it's not just a crazy pipe dream when we get there.
And I know it's not all about me, not even close. I know that it's I like to know the order of operations and why we're doing things. And
Yeah.
and I'm still learning how relationships work, I guess. And so I don't know, it's if it's important to you guys, then it can be important to me. And oh god, sorry, the music changed.
I know. I'm trying to find music that's not countering the vibe. Helm's Deep is being attacked.
The sky darkens.
Rahi's wings take over the world.
If it's important to you guys, then it's fine. Then I'll be okay. I don't know. I don't know how to say it in ways that will not make me sound like an asshole. Because I'm not trying to be an asshole, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, you know, these people don't matter. I don't understand. But I understand it now, so it's okay.
Will it help you at all if you say it the way that sounds bad, even if it does, just so that we can understand where you're at?
The Mole Isles are, every part of the fist is deadly, and every part of the fist will break you, will grind you down into a pulp until there is nothing left, and then it will pour that mixture into a pre-made mold and pop out a perfectly destroyed version of you. And the Mole Isles are no exception to this either. And if we're talking about like breaking into like some of the most well fortified places in the fist, and I know we're just started and so we don't have clear plans yet, but I worry that in trying to save these people, we're gonna end up either dead or blowing up our spot to every slaver lord within the immediate vicinity, and then everything else we're trying to do is gonna go up in flames.
It's a valid concern to have, because we're doing something very dangerous.
The Duke fighting to hold Rahi back.
Rahi definitely has something that she wants to say, but I'm not going to interrupt any of this.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it all about me. I didn't understand.
Well, that's why we're doing all of this, all of the recon, all of the preparation, so that we can do it smart and we can do it in a way that builds to everything else instead of fucking it up.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Rahi approaches this duo having the conversation and says,
The shadow.
Oh yeah, wings are much larger than they were before. And she goes, Un de toi, toi de un.
I step away from the window before she pushes me out of it.
She puts a hand on your shoulder. That I know you're very strong. Feels like an iron vice.
Yeah.
And it just
He's
says
strong.
to you,
He looks like he'd snap in the wind.
and says, Cowrie, eloquently said. Mud, it's dangerous, and maybe in the grand scheme, isn't that important. Who gives a fuck? Because I do it for you. And if you wouldn't do it for me,
I don't think I'm making sense to people here. I'm sorry, this is not about me. I don't think people are gonna understand me.
Rahi kind of shakes you a bit and goes, let's take a walk. Let's get out of here. Let's take a walk real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get out. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She grabs you. She jumps out of a window.
Ah!
You guys
Wait.
plummet 30 stories. Yeah. As you guys begin descending almost all of Bular Fortress.
It seems like you're mad at me.
If I was mad, I wouldn't be holding on.
Now the grown-ups can get back to planning.
We'll come back to what I was setting up with that in 1 second, okay?
No problem.
Okay, well.
Well, now that the tacticians are out of the room.
Duke, come on.
He takes off his hat. He just doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just watched Rahi jump out of a window. I'm not.
Are you surprised?
No.
Well, it feels wrong to make plans without them here, but how...
You have my permission!
Oh, okay, well, there we go.
So if there are any loose ends that wish to be covered, there is a large bounty on our heads and we are currently in Western Waters. We will have to move east eventually. We cannot be outside of Bular for that long. So if there's anything else we want to get done before heading to the Fist, now would be the time.
Do we wait on the well then?
I look pointedly at Cowrie.
You know, if we wait. This depends on, I'm trying to remember if I bought 2 sending scrolls or if I bought 3 sending scrolls.
You bought 3 and you
Okay.
burned one.
I
on
used
Barnum.
one.
Yes, you did.
Used
Yes.
one.
So you have 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will be all right if we bypass the well because I can use one of these to reach out to the all here, and then I still have 1 left for use in the Fist. So because then I can still keep my promise to End of Tales and ask her to come back, and hopefully she'll hear me out. Maybe I just have to figure out how to speak very efficiently, but I'll be all right if we don't go to the well.
I'm not necessarily against going to the well, but I mean, if we feel like we need to upgrade our ships, then we gotta figure out a way to do that.
It does seem like our last loose end, not just for finding the All-Seer, but ship upgrades. Cowrie, her, the 2 of you have your masquerade tattoos. You can disguise yourself. Mud and I can purchase tattoos of our own. I'm sure there's a place in the well that sells that.
That might actually be
that's
helpful in slaver territory too.
Oh, yeah,
They don't know yet about
That's true.
our bounty, but
Well, I mean, if we say we go into one of these mining places and one day we look like merchants, like that are trying to purchase things, and then the next day come back as our normal selves and they'll never know, sort of thing. I don't know. Anyway.
no, that's a very sound plan. And if we don't want to dig into our personal funds for ship repairs, you said there is a place with a lot of metal not far from here.
We just don't know. We just don't know how large or massive the top ring is. I mean, what's his name? 4 rows?
9 rows.
9 rows?
9 rows.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, I thought you were talking about the well. I didn't realize you were talking about.
Oh no, I was talking
Okay.
about the well, but then you mentioned that I might know another place that has gold, and I
thought you were talking about the well, but right, there is also the Shiver Gang's location.
I mean, I do think the well would help with a lot of it, and we could get Fred.
As this conversation is happening, Darby, would Cowrie be like fidgeting in any way?
Yeah, in general, Cowrie is kind of constantly in motion. It's a lot of like, yeah, it's a lot of like tapping on things kind of rhythmically, or like pulling the lute around and like plucking strings, or like tuning, like generally kind of constant noisy movement.
You guys are talking about the well, and Cowrie, as you're just kind of like fiddling around, like as putting together this plan, you pluck a couple strings, not any kind of order. And you notice that the spider bots in the corners, as you begin to pluck some strings, you watch as the spider bots almost imperceptibly, they go, and they just slowly kind of move to the way you pluck. In a very tiny way, almost imperceptible, but they respond to the lute as well.
Ooh. Okay.
that could be helpful in the well if we can take him out.
Ooh. I kind of turn to him and I'm like, you guys want to go on a field trip? Can you leave here?
So these these brass spider bots really have no way of responding to you. They can't really talk.
Oh, can you go like up and down once if you understand? Are you capable of understanding? Oh, okay.
The amount of stupid that just unlocked by me doing that.
Okay. Go up down twice for yes, up down once for no.
Okay, all right.
Do you understand, little spider bots? Yes. Okay. Are you capable of leaving Bular Fortress? No. Okay, cannot leave.
Give me a quick insight check.
Insight.
I'll give him help.
Help action, absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
I think you still have a guidance.
Oh, yeah.
Before getting chucked out of a window.
16.
With a 16. So again, you got to imagine these creatures' intelligence scores probably in the negatives. You're not supposed to be having this conversation right now. But what you're able to determine is like, oh, it's because they're currently set to maintain the fortress, and you have the key that controls the fortress, and also controls everything inside of the fortress.
Okay. If I ordered you to leave, would you leave? Okay, so we can bring the bots. I mean, we could have them do little that's a little remote thing that we can make do stuff. Those are worth bringing. We have to come up with good names for them.
Everybody, yes, Moss, what did you just say?
How big? How big are they?
Oh yeah, how big?
They're about the size like a German Shepherd, like a medium dog.
Oh, that's much bigger than I was thinking.
Too big.
But,
We have a dog the size of a horse on our ship.
No, but like for sneaking around.
It's still good. I was just picturing something much smaller, so I was very surprised. But that's still perfect.
Because we're going down a certain path here. There's one question about these bots that you guys, because again, they've been set to idle mode to just maintain Bular under any circumstance, ball friend included. That can be changed. There's one question that'll probably change the way we think about how we're going to tackle the well. Can anybody think about what that question might be regarding these bots?
Oh, would it be that nobody else knows they exist or like have been exposed to it?
Yep, so nobody knows they exist.
Nobody knows that they're working for us, or no, wait.
Closer.
No, give me a second. I'm getting there.
So there's two in this room right now.
How nobody knows there's so many of them.
Yes. So Moss, hit the nail on the head. You guys have no idea how many bots are currently inside of Bular.
Oh shit, if we ask them to leave, they might all just leave.
Okay.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, do we have an army?
Thousands of thousands of German Shepherd-sized spider robots take over the well.
When you say a couple thousand bots, the spider looks to you and goes.
Aww.
Wait, we could just roll up with them and be like, "Yo, Ophia, give us our
Give
fucking
us all
money
your
back."
fucking money, or I'm gonna set my robots on you.
Me and my robot gang are gonna beat you up.
I do have another question for the bots.
Yes.
If I only asked a certain number of you to leave, like if I said 3 of you come with me, would that work? Or do you guys only take orders? Oh, I can't ask another question. Do you guys only take orders as a whole, as a hive of robots?
They kind of like they look to each other and they both go. It seems like because certain ones are just assigned to certain rooms. They can clearly act independently of each other.
Okay.
So you can command smaller numbers of them. You don't have to do all of them.
Okay. Cool. So we could take a small fleet of little robots to employ.
Sorry, I keep looking at back. I parked my car in a very tight parking spot, and somebody is moving their car.
You're
doing it for the past 5
good.
minutes, and I really don't want it to get hit.
Yes, you gotta take care of that. Take care of that, 100%.
I might run out if something happens.
You are all good.
Keep your eyes peeled, soldier.
So again, no one currently knows the exact amount of bots. You could probably, if there's some kind of like administrator in here, you could probably ask them, but you don't have an exact number yet.
Ball friend.
Ball
friend knows all of them.
You guys are now hearing like plates and like glasses shattering on the ground as Ball Friend moves the entire thing and goes, "We should probably consider moving you to a more stable place if you wish to keep calling me back."
Oh, sorry.
We can do that. We've had most of the discussions for now.
The spiders come up, they eat the broken glass, and they go back to their positions.
They eat it.
Yeah. They just kind of shovel
We
it
could
with their
feed these things bodies, probably.
Here's the thing.
Sure.
Hang on. We could use them to, like, eat through metal or stuff, right? Maybe, I don't know. Like,
maybe.
if they, like,
Even I didn't think of that. That's, yes, absolutely.
That's a good idea.
Wait. We need to keep a few of these on tap in case, what's the fucking giant robot in the arbor?
Netlocks?
Netlocks?
Drill holes in netlocks and just fuck
bring
them
our
up.
better, more cooler robots to that robot fight and kick the shit out of Netlocks.
Like little robot
like
bot flies.
We get like 100 of them. 100 German Shepherds
swarm.
versus one Netlocks.
So Ballfriend does actually come up and say, "You are discussing the idea of the automated systems of Bular, correct?
Yes.
Would you like information regarding them?"
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Excellent. So, you're total active units 2,500.
Okay. That's a lot of robots.
750 rollers, 1,749 spiders, and 1 me.
There's 700. What?
750 rollers, like the human-sized, like balls, like ball for legs, like the roller ones. There's 1,749 spiders, and there's only one ball friend.
Aww. 1,749.
Well, nobody can replace you, Ball Friend. I give him a little pet.
He nuzzles up to you, kind of like shakes his carapace, like very happily,
So cute.
and then he says,
Duh.
"That is the good news. The bad news is we cannot swim.
Okay. Good. Very good to know.
We can rode very easily.
Not swim.
Also bad news, we are very heavy.
Oh, okay. Ball friend, did you see our ship?
Yes, I did. Your ship is currently in the lowest section, in the intake section.
Yes. By your estimation, how many spiders could we bring on our ship without slowing us down drastically with the weight?
That's a good question. We're gonna keep it local. Actually, you know what? I'll just do a quick roll about that. God damn. Kind of like looks to you and goes, "Your ship is a schooner, smallest ship possible. Used to be very fast, not carry much cargo. 10 spider bots.
10. Okay.
3 rollers, or 1 ball friend."
Okay, good to know.
Were those or statements?
They were or, yes.
Okay.
Taking all of us would result in your ship being slowed significantly and drastically increasing the possibility of a capsize.
But you could, because we traveled on land to get here the first time. Could you travel on land?
Can travel on land, yes. Similar
So-
to security forces outside.
So if we gave you a location to meet us, could you travel there?
Yes. Very easily. As long as no water is involved. Pray it does not rain.
Ah, interesting.
I'm not gonna actually fuck you guys with that. That's just a funny little joke. The fact
Sucks
that
to be
this
you guys. I rolled that it rained yesterday.
They all rusted.
2,500 robots marching on the well, and they all rusted immediately.
Well, here's the follow-up question. We have these balls come and meet us in the well, or these spiders, the rollers, meet us at the well. Then they'll know they can follow the tracks and see we came from Bular. And now they know we've been hiding out here. So would that make it still safe for us to come back?
So I will just tell you right now that if you guys leave Bular and lock the door behind you, as long as they don't have the loot, nobody else can get in. And if you would like to arm the defenses and say if anybody tries to get in, fucking blast them, you could also do that.
Okay.
I would love to do that.
And another question. When we were at the well, one of the Thulthoditers was there, right?
Yes, the 23rd.
Would we have reason to believe that he would recognize the robots?
No, and the reason is because it's been so many generations since there were, since Thulthoditer the First and the Grand Exodus away from Bular, that most likely the story of Bular has just, it's more myth than it is, like history.
Okay, cool.
So it sounds like we could gather a small army of these constructs to meet us at the well, and then
Yeah.
which temple are we looking to attack or siege? I don't know.
We should, in case we have to make a hot exit, we should do any shopping we need to first.
Right.
Shop, pregame our heist by shopping at the well.
Yes, we could go there first and then have the
We also have
robots.
We have to
meet
be
us.
careful because people are gonna. I mean, they won't be able to recognize me and Cowrie if we're in disguises, but
Mhm.
Olive and Mud they'll be able to recognize.
But
We could
it seems like Cowrie's the big ticket item. I don't know how they'll be more pressed with information from us, but I understand what you're saying.
What if?
We've also totally changed our ship too.
Yeah.
But what if me and Cowrie go in, we switch up what we're wearing, and then the two of us like kidnap a tattoo artist?
No,
So we can get the masquerade tattoo aboard the ship.
Hey, you're
think-
pirates. Nothing. Also, you're the most wanted people in Western waters. You can't get any worse than you currently are.
That's true. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
We could give them. Do you still have a love potion?
I do have a love potion, and I can purchase some more.
do not waste the
We
love
buy a
potion.
love potion and we go and give it to a tattoo artist.
The one I have currently
God.
is for Ophia at one point.
We-
Because fuck that woman, but I am more than happy to buy a bunch more.
We just
Love potions never fail.
We hard cut to the magic item shop in the well, and the main guy is like, I really shouldn't just be giving these to anybody that asks for them. They're pretty strong.
I'd like 100 of your finest love potions, please.
Okay.
I have nothing but good intentions.
No questions asked.
Oh man.
But with all that wonderful information, because we're getting it's late, and the thing that we're gonna end on tonight is Mud and Rahi's little free fall. Is there anything else that wishes to be discussed about well planning that you guys don't want to tackle next session? Basically, it's like also we can plan this off stream, obviously. But is there any other questions or conversations that wish to be had about strategizing about the well right now? If the well is still option number one, I'm not saying you guys have to go there.
Where would we find the All-Seer? and the well?
The All-Seer is in the Feast Temple, the temple run by Ophia Wheelcell.
Okay.
Because she runs the Colosseum battles that occur in the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing from Ophia would be nice.
Yes, and could kill 2 birds with 1 stone and try to find the All-Seer.
3. We also get Fred.
And we get Fred.
True.
Okay.
Ball
That
friend,
sounds like...
how much can you carry? Do you have like a pocket?
Compartments?
You are asking me if I have a trunk?
Yes.
Oh.
You're able to watch like Ball from like cracks open a side panel, and you see like I don't know, like a regular sized trunk space.
Okay. So they could carry, and how much could you carry in there?
Probably more than you. Probably more than you.
What are we like?
200 pounds, most likely.
Oh, okay. All right. So perhaps you could carry the gold while we talk to the All-Seer and maybe Ophia about getting Fred.
So
They could be a distraction. I don't know.
And the last question I have for us all, sorry.
No, go ahead.
While we talk about distractions and you mentioned Ophia, do we want Ophia to live? Are we trying to keep Ophia alive? What if there comes a point where there's a battle or like we have to fight her? Do we want her dead?
I don't. We're sort of net zero with her. You know, she paid us off to leave her alone, essentially, and
Right.
we don't know that for sure, but well, no, we know for sure she definitely paid us to leave her alone.
And then she ratted us out.
But that was
I guess before.
a while ago. Yes,
Yeah,
she did what she tried to do. She wasn't successful, and then she got her information from Tior just because she was there, but then paid us off to leave her alone. So it doesn't seem like she's going to bother us.
You know, except if we steal one of her animals and 12,000.
Well, that's right.
No.
But that's why I'm thinking maybe we have these robots do the stealing, and perhaps we can negotiate person to person with her. I don't know.
That would be good. Yeah.
Okay.
The Duke's
All
like,
right.
he likes a cigarette. That is crazy. Just crazy enough to work.
Yeah.
Your confidence is all I needed, Duke.
I was about to say, with Duke's approval, my confidence in the plan decreases.
Would it make you feel any better that I know that if Rahi was not plummeting towards the earth right now, she would completely agree with me?
Insight check. It's a dirty 20.
That is a dirty 20. You know, the Duke responds to your roll and says, think about everything you know about Rahi. She is down to do whatever she wants at any time, especially if it involves getting as much gold as physically possible.
Okay.
Do you think she backs away from a fight? I don't. Could you imagine? Not my Rahi.
somewhere out in the seas of this land, Rhyme just coughed up some blood and went, there's some shitty planning going on.
This is a great plan.
This is a great plan.
This, honestly, this is more planning than I... Holy shit, Careful Cantrip is rating us with a party of 34. Oh my god!
Raid!
Oh my god! Look at it! We're getting raided!
Get down, there's a raid!
Everybody get down!
We're
Oh
planning
my
a
God.
very successful heist.
We got Careful
Solving
Cantrip. I
robots.
literally cannot... This is the first time in chat where there are so many people, I can't list off all of your names. Thank you all for coming. Careful Cantrip with the raid. Hello, everybody.
raid.
Welcome to Rulebook Optional. How's everybody doing tonight? Yes. The careful cantrip for anybody watching right now. Friends of Forge of Lore, and any friend of Forge of Lore is a friend of ours. We're so happy to have you guys here. We hope you all are having a wonderful evening. I saw that Forge of Lore was streaming a little bit ago. Careful cantrip, hope your stream went well, and so happy to be seeing everybody right now. Good to meet everybody.
Oh man.
Perfection. Wonderful. Oh, excellent. Super happy it was chill. We're just doing some very easy D&D. We're going to be wrapping up soon, so you caught us right at the perfect time. Just going to do a little bit of role play and then end it, but thank you guys so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Yee.
Suddenly, the empty theater we've been acting in is filled.
It's suddenly filled. doing nothing but fucking like improv among friends, and then suddenly you come in one day. No, mid-improv, you see 30 people come through the door.
It's like, hey, what's going on in here?
It's like, we're sitting in, yeah.
I gotta guess in.
Don't mind us, we're not even here.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Oh, we're new to the area, no worries.
Yeah, welcome guys, welcome. Just act like we're not staring at you through the window. Thank you, Bale.
Your nose is like pressed up.
Hey, can I play some D&D? Can I come in?
What's your character's name?
What's your name?
See, Darby once said that streaming is very akin to like being at the library and like having the doors like a private room open, and now it feels like there are 30 people outside of the room staring in at us.
Nothing like having 25 people outside your window.
It's like Patrick rocking up to that to his house with all the eyes, and he's like, he's like, oh, you people.
That's exactly what it is. Awesome.
But it's great in the best way.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, so we're gonna hop back into it, guys, and thank you. We read chat all the fucking time. We love doing bits with people. We're gonna hop back in. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it. Killer. Well, that's awesome. Wow, we have to lock the fuck back in now. Okay, so what was asked about before we got raided by a school bus worth of people? Fucking emojis Alaskan.
Oh, the Duke was answering an insight check about Rahi trusting our plan.
Oh yeah, she fucking goes like, obviously Rahi's going to go along with it. She's never going to say no to punching people, and if we're going to bust out the animals from the food chain, she's 100% going to be on board with that.
Ooh, right. Yeah, Ophia will have it out for us if we are successful.
If she even knows she was ripped off.
One more time? What was that?
Sorry. What if she never even knew that she was ripped off? What if we were able to create a distraction that was so encapsulating that we were able to take out the rug from under her?
Like 2,500 robots.
Exactly.
That the world has never seen before.
If we march upon the feast temple with an army of robots that no one even knew existed, that would certainly distract her eyes. Shut the fuck up, McBluff. Yes, he's French, and no, I will not apologize.
He's the only French that matters.
Definitely don't watch our other game where it's all French people.
Yeah, oh yeah. Tune in if you guys hate the French, be sure to tune into Alateur, which was it's campaign based off of French soap operas. So excellent.
It's great.
All right, so any more? He starts eating a baguette. Any more conversations to be had about the well planning? Anybody else want a cigarette? I'm just kind of smoking this whole pack over here.
I do think it might be better to use the robots as the distraction instead of the thievery, because I think they would need very, very specific, thorough instruction.
Oh, that's true.
Because they'll just do what they're told without, like, any nuance, as far as I can tell.
And Ophia would never know we're there.
Yeah, because she'd be too busy with robots.
Is like her vault and the like is the money and the animals in the same place, or is that two different places?
Two very different places.
Okay. Okay.
Now you would imagine that, like, in terms of the structure of the well temples, that it could be on the same level, where the kennels where the animals are kept, like where Fred would be kept, and the vaults would presumably be like at the same like subterranean level, but the security is going to be heightened regardless. So.
Okay.
Well, Rahi knows how to work with the animals, so we always have that.
Rahi is intimately aware of the kennels of the food chain, so.
And didn't we, I'm trying to remember the structure of it all. Did we get to like that subterranean place when we left through the toilets in the casino?
You did.
Didn't that go there?
Yes.
Because we could use that back entrance.
Yes, you could flush yourself down a toilet
to
get to the subterranean level and then break your way into the vault and the kennels from there.
Okay.
I think this is coming together.
This is we're gonna Ocean's 11 this shit, and it's gonna go great.
It's the music. It's the music.
Yeah.
We're covered in shit, but we succeeded.
Covered in shit.
Do you think we would smell too much, like too bad that they would notice us?
That's a problem that you guys are gonna have to solve if you choose to do it.
Away. It's such a good movie. I'm so sorry. It's one of my favorite movies.
It really is an interesting skill to have to develop, to read all of the chat that's pouring in and not get distracted by the bits which they're just doing amongst themselves.
Love a good bit.
Love a good
The crowd is entertaining themselves.
But with that, I think that is an appropriate place to leave off as we go and check in with Mud and Rahi. That sound good?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, because we're just gonna cut basically like right back to where we are next week when we do this again. But so I'm gonna change music. We're gonna cut over to Rahi and Mud plummeting to the lowest level of Bular.
Rahi has wings, so it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. My bad. I'll leave you guys be. All right.
It's just the next 20 minutes of dead air, just silent.
Yeah. I'm just prepping next session. All right. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me. Ignore us. God, chat begging to be ignored.
Don't observe me, please.
Okay. All right, Moss. Let's lock in. Excellent. Hurling towards the ground. Story after story zooms by you as these massive cubicle like neighborhoods and buildings begin to be moved underneath you as Rahi's like dodging them until her wings explode off of her back. You're able to feel the tension as she and as you guys begin to sink down the last maybe like 20-30 feet, your boots touch into rock, and Mud, give me a nature check immediately.
Fuck. That's a natural 20.
That is a natural 20. You are at the lowest. You're at the lowest level of Bular. You look around, and you're able to notice that again, you see like the intricately carved like rock and iron and gold and brass like all around above you. About maybe like again 20-30 feet up on the walls and the entire floor underneath you. It is rough, it is uneven, there is no dust covering it, and you're able to notice that the space that you're currently standing on is like unfinished rock floor. And as you're able to look around with a nat 20, you're able to, oh my god, look at all the 20s in chat, my lord. You're able to look around and notice that this is the level that the dwarves of Bular were expanding down into, probably when everything fell apart. It is an unfinished section of the fortress.
Am I still like...
Rahi lets you go. Rahi lets you go.
Okay. Stumbles a little bit. I think you're mad at me.
Rahi, for those that don't know, Rahi, about like a 6'1" black woman, white tight hair, storm clouds for eyes, and storm cloud wings coming off of her back. I cannot interact with chat right now. I gotta lock the fuck in. I don't even know what that means.
Lock in.
Okay. She comes up and she goes, I'm not mad with you. I'm just confused. If I was in their position, if I was being held for God knows what reason, would you come and get me?
I mean, I would. It's. If we don't go in there with a plan, nothing I say makes sense anymore. If we go there and we don't have a plan, we're fucked. We're all fucked. We all die. Everything's ruined. Everything's broken. Every shard of goodness that I have clawed at and fought for is shattered. Oh, thank you for about my tattoos. Thank you. Is shattered in an instant, and I know they're important to you, and because they're important to you, I'm not gonna fight you. If we, because you're important to me, I don't want to lose you to a place like that.
Rahi, in a way that you were able to read as love, it's aggressive love, but it's love, goes, "You aren't losing anybody. I'm not losing anybody else. Ever. My people, you, all of them up there, even the ones in the Molar Isles, are fine. They're going to be fine. And you're gonna be fine. And we're gonna rip the goddamn heads off of those slaver fucks. The one that did that to you, and the ones that did whatever the fuck they're doing to Fuse and Lollipop. We're gonna wipe them off the face of the fucking earth, and then we're gonna kill the All-God Cleric, we're gonna take over, become Queen of the Shores, and everything's gonna go back to fucking normal. Alright?
Have you ever spent a second in a place like Tangleroot?
She goes quiet.
Have you ever spent a second aboard a slaver ship while you watched your home burn behind you? They don't play around. They don't mess around. They break heroes. They take the good in you and they crush it. And I know I bring the mood down a lot, okay? And a lot of times I do it without even trying, and I'm sorry about that. But that place is hell, Rahi. It is hell. And if you go in there saying we're gonna be fine and nothing else, you're dead. We're dead. Our heads are out on spikes for warnings for other idiots to look at and turn around and change their mind to.
She grabs you, like, by your armor, like, by, like, the chest, and she pulls you into a very deep hug. Very deep hug. And she goes, "That's why we have people smarter than me planning it out. About 50 stories above us."
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't know what's happening to me. I woke up in a pile of shit on an island after a slaver shot me in the chest, and I woke up and all I could think about was just leaving, was just running away as fast and as far as I could and never coming back. And then I spent time by myself, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. It sits right here in my head, and It's not fair. I know that. And it's not fair that your friends are stuck there. But we'll be stuck there too if we don't think.
Moss, as Mud is talking about thinking and is talking about these thoughts like consuming his mind and breaking away in his current mental state and all of that, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. It's going to be a DC 10, very low, all right?
Oh, I have a +6 to this. Sweet. So wait. What is the DC? Because I rolled a 5.
DC 10.
+6 for an 11. I got an 11.
You got an 11. Awesome. Give me 1 second.
I make scrungly little men. That's my specialty. Those are the characters I make.
Moss, for just a second, Mud feels thoughts over to, like, it's like, it's all I think about. And then suddenly it's and you feel a ripple through your mind that you have not ever felt before. You get the sense that, I mean, give me a quick insight check.
Okay. I'm gonna use my mud-colored dice.
Go crazy.
Insight? That's gonna be an 18.
With an 18, it is thoughts of rage. It is thoughts of, just general emotions. It is thoughts of searching. It is thoughts of rage. It's focused. Almost to the point, but it's a goal you can't comprehend. And suddenly you're able to, so immediately this hits you. And you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then immediately you feel Rahi clock you upside the head. No damage, and your head lurches to the side very quickly. And you're able to hear, and hear something splat by your feet. Again, light from Bular Fortress shining down into this chamber, but it's a little bit dark here. You can't see what just splatted against the ground. Is there anything you'd like to do to try to see what it was?
If I'm still in Rahi's arms, I want to start trying to push away so I can
yeah. She lets you go. She lets you go.
What was that? And then I don't have any. God damn it! I never have any light spells. It's fine. I think I have dark vision.
You have dark vision?
Let me see. No. Damn it. When you make a Hollow One race, they should give you dark vision. You died. God damn it.
That's a completely normal sentence with no objections here.
I'm so sorry. No, I do not have dark vision. Does Rahi, make some light.
I'll do, Rahi, shakes you and goes, okay, I'll make some light. Fuck you! And her wings get a little bit larger, and the crackling electricity is able to momentarily illuminate the ground, around your feet. And I got a loud environment warning from myself. Wonderful. As you're looking down at the ground, again, it flashes on and flashes off and flashes on and flashes off. And what you're able to see by your feet, seemingly with an 18 insight, Rahi slapped this thing off of you before it could do anything more severe. You're able to see a small pink moving blob. Maybe about the size of a quarter, but it's and just constantly moving at the ground.
What the fuck is that?
Give me a quick perception check.
I roll a 1, I go blind. Perception. That is gonna be a 17.
With a 17, Rahi's electricity flashing on, flashing off. Rahi moves up and immediately and crushes this pink underneath her boot and incinerates it with her lightning. And you are able to look, and you see against the far wall of Bular. Again, you are underneath the ocean right now in like subterranean rock. And you're able to notice that, again, this is an unfinished section, but the farthest wall away from you has these designs carved into it. Just like maybe a little bit of metal, but primarily rock. And you're able to see a dozen, up to 100, 200. And then they begin lining the wall away from you. With each flash, you can see more and more. And I'm not beating around the bush here. You'd be able to recognize these are dwarven gravestones. Dwarves that have passed, that have been buried deep beneath the earth, which they so value. And as these flashes, as you take in more and more information, you're able to recognize this pink, slime, jelly-like substance is reaching out of these graves and connecting from one to another. And on this far wall, this intricate, interconnected substance linking hundreds of these gravestones.
We need to go. We should go. We should go right now.
Rahi looks around and is like, what the, I mean, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
So, you know how Bular Fortress is empty except for the robots because there was a plague?
You gotta be shitting me!
We should go. It's disrespectful to be in graveyards without permission.
She grabs you by the back of your clothes and says, "You're telling me this now?"
We gotta go.
And she flies up and begins ascending back to where the group is planning their heist of the well, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
What do you mean?
Plague is still here?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
Not the plague.
500 years and it's still here. But, ladies and gentlemen, are we all having a good time?
Yeah.
Yes, and yes. Excellent. Love to hear it. Perfect. So yes,
oh my God.
planning the heist of the well will probably conclude. We'll be getting you guys shipped off to the well if you guys want to go there by the end of next session. But yes, Bular Fortress is anything but inactive. Again, the plague down there perhaps can be investigated a little bit. And I'm going to give you guys just one little reminder that the patient Zero that Tior told you about, covered in this pink slime, the bones still being within Bular is the same species as Fred, the Kippine found in the well. Some kind of connection there.
Right.
So yes.
Okay. Wow, guys. Instead of immediately being like, all right, stream's done. We were the only ones watching. Time to go home.
Yeah, which is kind
questions.
of fucking wild. Yeah.
We are on episode 37, right? I just grabbed that off our YouTube.
Oh, what a good question.
I think we are.
Depends how many streams since we last posted
but-
on YouTube.
But we have recap videos.
We do. Okay, yes. So that is a good question.
Wow, what great timing.
So we are currently on. Where are we? Yes. So we are currently on episode 37. What do we got here? Episode 37. 2. We don't have a stream schedule because we're professionals. We don't have a stream schedule. We try to do this at least maybe once or twice a week. It's been a rough spring recently because we've been working. Everyone's been getting the flu. I had the flu. Fucking everybody here got sick at one point. It was awful. So we've had to take maybe a week off. We've been doing easier streaming stuff. We're trying to get back into the story now. But we try to do things once a week. We try to post weekly schedules to YouTube. What the fuck else is people asking? Alaskan Mike, go ahead and watch whatever you want. Honestly, the newer stuff is just objectively better than the older stuff.
A lot better.
And yeah, we're doing recap
show
stuff.
Our character
What's
visuals.
What's up?
We should show our character visuals as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hop into that. Cassan Dove, do y'all allow fan art and fanfic? Yes, objectively.
Yeah.
Number 3, how many skibbities are allowed per T-boots?
What?
Moving on. Yeah.
I said 1. I don't know if that was a mistake.
I think that might have been a little bit of trolling. I'm pretty sure. Just a little bit to end the evening.
Just a little goofy.
A little bit.
But yes, but honestly, thank you everybody for stopping by. We have honestly 2 people just subscribed to the YouTube channel. That's awesome. Somebody joined the Discord. Welcome. You're the first person to do that. There you will find us.
We appreciate you.
We've fully been using that for like, hey, when do you guys want to hang out? Like, what's the next? Can we get beat up?
Yeah. So truly, really appreciate it, guys. We're gonna be doing this. I think in 1 week, right? For the next Palm in the Fist. We'll put out we'll put out a
yes, I think so.
We'll put out like a little post on the YouTube of like when we're gonna be doing it. But we're gonna have Palm in the Fist again, and we're gonna have an Alto session after that, French soap opera. So if you don't hate the French, yeah, we're doing and also, oh my god, I am delirious right now. And then also for anybody that is here who are fans of the Forge of Lore crew, or friends of Forge of Lore, we're going to be doing our finale of our steampunk, like, noir setting D&D game, our collaboration with Forge of Lore. You can come join us. Kate from Mobile Optional is going to be there, and the whole Forge of Lore cast. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an insane, bombastic, fucking explosive finale. So get excited for that. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Do we want to do, like, I don't know if this is interesting. I don't know how any of this works. Do we want to be like, this is my character, this is my boy, done. Boop. This is my character, this is my...
Ah! There we go! There we go! There's our characters.
Yes. So, just a quick lowdown of how this works. These are our characters. We got Mud, we got Olive, we got Cowrie, and we got her. We also, by the way, we always, for those that were asking about the music, we currently use Bardify for all of our music. Epidemic Sound, absolutely wonderful. And this is also from a Picrew site, yes, correct, or something similar.
The Tiefling Maker one is by Crows N. On Twitter, it's the Tiefling Maker. The rest of their socials are in the description of that one, of their Picrew there.
Yes, and so if you ever want to make any of the art that's being debuted right now, or use any of the music, we always link the music that we use in the description, along with any of the Picrews that we use alongside that. So, yeah. Super cool.
Yeah.
All right, go back
cool.
here.
Very fun. Yeah.
But yes, awesome.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
We're so back.
A good planning episode. The plague's still in Bular. Next episode, finishing up planning. You guys are we're gonna get you guys immediately over to wherever you want to go next. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yes.
About to
And
turn that graveyard into a barbecue. Just burn it.
Jeez. I mean, if it works,
if it works, it works.
Jeez Louise, feed him all to the bag, man.
Feed him to the
plague. Give the plague to the
I think if anyone would live, it would be him.
Are you fucking insane?
Listen. The bag man, his bag is his own pocket dimension that he has complete control over. So,
work.
Do we want to raid someone?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say absolutely. Here's the thing: I've never had enough viewership to do that before. But you know what?
55 followers on Twitch now.
Wait, what?
We have 55 followers on Twitch now.
Did 15 fucking people? Hell
we were
yeah.
at 45 when we started.
Oh my god! Thank you, everybody.
Welcome, friends.
So okay, who do we have to raid? Let's see. This will end the stream. Everybody, we're getting in the bus. We're going. The bus that you guys came in, we're jumping in real quick.
We're on the ride.
Okay.
We're on the ride.
We're going on a field trip.
Everybody, make sure your
Please
buddy
let this be a normal field trip.
With the
Everybody,
frizz.
make sure you have a buddy. Your buddy needs to stick with you at all times. Do not leave them at the gas station.
Holy shit. Careful, Cantrip, Jesus. You guys look very professional. My lord. Who should we raid? Who do we got? Careful, Cantrip, or anybody like there. Suggest somebody, and we'll do it. We don't really have anybody on our list that's currently streaming.
If you can't tell, we're extremely professional.
Everybody's offline. Let's go raid like X. Let's go raid
It
like
is a Wednesday night.
Perception Studio.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Yes, we're gonna be wrapping in 2 seconds here. Okay. Perception Studio is live. Gonna drop a follow to them. Anybody that's watching, go follow Perception Studio. How do we raid on Twitch? I gotta Google how to raid on Twitch.
Kids, help us.
How do you work these newfangled things?
The smoking barrel? Oh.
Oh, for a raid, maybe?
I do run the channel. Whether or not it's gonna work.
Put the
not a
slash
clue.
and slash raid and then user.
Got it.
Raid and then username.
Super useful. Awesome. Perception Studio. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for helping us out. This might end stream. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't done this before. But let's go raid Perception Studio. Just show some love there. They're currently live. They're having a really fun time. Super cool. But everybody that stopped by, thank you. We deeply appreciate it. And we hope to see you tomorrow for the Golden Steam for the finale, and then next week if you want more Palm in the Fist. So hope to see you guys later.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Much love, guys. Catch you guys later. Peace out. And then
You're here, and you're here. Then who's driving the bus?
And then go! Raid! Everybody, get in the bus.
Oh my god! Ah!
I'm on the bus.
All right,
I'm on the
raid.
bus.
All right,
Dead,
and
straight.
goodbye, everybody.
Ah!
Bye-bye.